America. A nation founded on stories. Through centuries of bold exploration, our nation has accumulated more stories than any other. That history has been documented throughout the rich heritage of the American Museum. If America is a nation founded on stories, and American museums are founded on American stories, then, naturally, the Museum of the American Museum is a museum founded on American storytelling as told through the medium of museums. For centuries, museums have built their collections from artifacts, photographs, and artwork. But as the 20th century brought change to the world, change was on the horizon for the American Museum. Who needs artifacts when we have a new way to convey both art and facts? Join us as we explore the next frontier of curation, the video exhibit.
Museum videos are a valuable tool for many museums and visitor centers across the country. In fact, they're the basis for our collection here at the Museum of the American Museum. You see, some visitors comment that American museum history seems like an unusual topic for a museum. What they don't realize is that our very existence demonstrates one of the most important trends in curation today: the growing creation of museums about things about which there's no need for museums. What we in curation like to call the "why does that exist and what kinds of artifacts could it possibly show" model. So if you notice that our museum is weird, you're onto something. And you ask a good question. What sorts of things could a museum show that would be worth the price of admission? Well, we figure that our visitors spend most of their time watching YouTube videos, so we work hard to bring that experience into our galleries.
Curators have also heard the voices of protest as scandals rock the museum world.
Many people complain that the artifacts seen in museums around the world are stolen from their native cultures. Clearly, there's only one solution to this problem: make those artifacts unseen. Museums are undergoing a bold transition to a fully digital experience, in which our stolen collections remain in storage away from the public eye, while documentaries and interactives keep our guests entertained. We're proud to have transformed the museum video into such a tool of social justice.
But what techniques do museum filmmakers use to bring their masterpieces to life? Documentarian P.B.S. Wannabe has been on the forefront of museum and visitor center videos for more than 20 years.
There are 5 ingredients to any good museum video. The Ken Burns effect, a good script. The Ken Burns effect, a bit of narration. And the one everyone tends to forget, the Ken Burns effect.
But that is just the tip of the iceberg.
The Ken Burns effect can only go 99.97% of the way when it comes to bridging time and space and placing a visitor in the world of the exhibit. Sometimes we need to go so far as to create original footage for our clients. History museums present a special challenge because we can't film real footage of, say, George Washington. But don't worry, a few tight close-ups of an actor's roughly period-accurate sleeve cuffs do just fine. After that, it's time to find the voice of our video, our narrator.
This, of course, is the best part.
There are 2 routes to take here, depending on budget. You can get compelling narration from a trained voiceover artist for a few $100. Or you can flex your new gift from the Charles A. Philanthropist Foundation and hire a celebrity actor as a narrator. Paradoxically, they'll make your audience less bored, despite sounding as bored as humanly possible.
But the museum video is still incomplete.
Random drone footage is absolutely critical. We find that drone video is a beautiful thematic complement to the droning voice of the narrator. And if the drone footage can be as generic as the music, we know we've made a successful museum video.
These techniques and more are being used by museums across the country, and they're on display right here at the Museum of the American Museum.
Our exhibits are entirely video-based. Via the screens located throughout our galleries, you can tour practically any museum around the country. We're so proud to have built such a welcoming physical home for the videos we could have posted for free on YouTube.
So when you step out of this video gallery, step into the next video gallery and immerse yourself in videos about how people immerse themselves in American museums.